Hit the building, y'all. Hit the building. Hit the building. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hit the building, y'all. It's T. Let's go. Come in the building. Come into the building. Hit the building. Yes. Yes. Y'all see it? You know what time it is? Let me get that proper title up there. While we do that, let's get this proper title up there. Get in the building. Get in the building. Come on. We're getting ready to get it started, y'all. Let's get that photo change. Yes. Solid move, loud impact, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. You got your girl coming back into the building. Oh, Ken Carter. Ken Carter. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Letting it fill up the room. Letting it fill up the room. 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 Chennedy Carter is what we talking about today, y'all. Chennedy Carter. Chennedy Carter. Chennedy Carter. Chennedy Carter joining the Aces camp, y'all. That's the topic of conversation today. Topic of conversation today. All right, I had to get that cover changed, y'all. We in here. Let's load up. Let's load up. Let's load up. I know I'm just getting the building, y'all. Just getting the building. Getting started. We're going to get ready to rumble in just a second. Come on in the building. Come on in the building. I see you, Miss D, Dre Stewart, Felicia. I'm just a fan. Donna C. Sarah V. William Goins, new member. I see you. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Let's talk about it. Women's Hoop Fact Check with Toni. All right. You know, I got to give that nice little intro. That girl is here, y'all. That girl is here. What's happening, chat? What's going on, chat? What's happening, chat? Let's go, chat. What y'all been waiting for? Oh, Chennedy Carter. Everybody been waiting for Chennedy Carter. Everybody wanted Chennedy Carter back in the building. Well, guess what? Chennedy Carter is back in the building. Chennedy Carter is right where she needs to be, back in the W. And we winding it up. Now, I know a lot of you wanted to know, has been praying. One of the most prolific guards that we have seen almost ever is back in the W. And they're with none other than the champs. She is with none other than with the champs, the Aces, Las Vegas Aces. Come on, chat. Tell me how you feel. Chat. Tell me how you feel. What's good, chat? Chennedy Carter is back in the building. You happy for her? Hey, I'm just a fan. I'm happy for Chennedy too. We all know, as we would say, Kennedy's history with the W. Let's hope and pray that she has grown up, because growing up sometimes takes time for some versus others. And for her, it literally took a little bit of time. So let's see if she has some growth from that. But again, welcome back to Court Vision with So Pretty Toni, with Women's Hoops Fact Check with Toni. As you know, this is the show that comes on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 o'clock. For you military folks, 1,700 hours. We come on at 1,700 hours, 5 o'clock p.m. every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I surprised y'all yesterday with the show because we simply had the draft on Monday. So I was over on the Players Club for the draft. So I didn't give my own show. We were on for quite some time, 4 hours to be exact. And so I gave you a show yesterday to make up for Monday. And here we are on our regular scheduled time. So now let's get this music changed here, because that's the intro. I like the intro. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put on the boss. Put on the boss. Put on the boss. But here's where we are, guys. Chennedy Carter deserves to be in the W. Chennedy Carter is absolutely here. She's back. She's signed to a contract with Aces. We've got different scenarios, different situations that Chennedy has been a part of. Quietly, Aces has made that move because the Aces actually need some folks on. I'm sorry, I'm taking this message from my son. Chennedy Carter is back. Like I said, she's back. She's on the move. She's back in the W. I know everybody is extremely excited. I would have loved that if she came back. It would always be Ken and Barbie. However, it's not Ken and Barbie right now. But we got to see what happens in a training camp. The Aces basically was looking for someone to help have a bench presence. And without having someone like Chennedy Carter on your side, it makes it a little bit difficult to get it done. Let's move this over here. There we go. Makes it a little bit difficult to get it done. You want your bench to be able to come in profoundly and give you something that you absolutely need when your top dogs go down. Remember, they got Asia Wilson, they got Jackie, they got the Mamba, they got some bigs that you didn't think would come forward. I mean, you got Asia. I mean, just the key players, but to be able to pull someone off the bench that will be able to come in and set the presence for the Las Vegas Aces. As a matter of fact, let me pull up the Las Vegas Aces roster for right now. Let's see. Las Vegas Aces current roster. Let's pull up their current roster. All right. Here's what we got. We got Asia Wilson. Y'all hear me good. We got Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, Nalissa Smith, Jewel Lloyd, Dana Evans, Kirsten Bell. We got an interruption here, y'all. Hold on a second. Let me see who this is. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I just went live. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, numbers went up. Numbers went up. Yeah. Huh? I said, broadcast, I had Steven Smith hairstyle. Well, looking good, my man. Looking good, my man. Looking good, my man. Still got that church anniversary. The church anniversary haircut. I'll tell Keisha what you said. Yeah, I'm on right now. I'll drop the link. I'm talking about her right now. Yeah. I'm live right now. I got some people in the building. They got 31. I got 31. The number rising. We get ready to go. We get ready to talk about Ken right now. All right. You got it, no problem. All right. All right, y'all. That's our peoples. You know, they checking on me. They're making sure I'm okay, seeing what we got going on, seeing what the news is. Let me drop the link, y'all. I didn't drop the link. I got to drop the link for everybody. Look, they better stop calling me with this. Let's see what this is. Hey, that man, bro, Clark, leave me alone. I'm going live, man. I'm live right now. I'm getting ready to drop the link. See, look, y'all, they calling and checking on me, y'all. They calling and checking on me. What's going on, Shirley? I see you, Shirley. I see you, Van. We got June Brown in the building. Hey, come on in, y'all. We talking about Ken Dog. Let me drop the link for the family. I hadn't dropped the link. I just went live and I didn't drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link for them right now. So we can talk about this. We talking about good old Ken Dog. We talking about Ken Dog right now. Dropping the link. We're gonna paste it. Topic: Chennedy Carter. All right, there we go. I just dropped that link. And I know one person that just couldn't wait to to talk about old Chennedy Carter, and that's Miss D. Miss D just wanted, she's like everybody else, she wanted Chennedy Carter back in the league so bad. And so let's see. This is ADP, because I know ADP, I have to do it through her email. I'm sending through your email, Miss D. I sent it through your email. I mean, ADP, I just sent it through your email. All right, so I just dropped the link for those that needed it. What's going on? She wins. I see in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? True. Only the team really knows Angel and Ken apparently are good. They both gave each other shout outs. Yes, they love each other. What better way? Who knows if it doesn't pan out, she goes through the camp, y'all, and she doesn't pan out. But let's talk about it, because I think that Chennedy will do well. It's one thing to be, as they say, be on your best behavior, right? You got to be on your best behavior. But back to the lineup for Aces and how Chennedy Carter fits in with this team. Far as the guard standouts, remember, you got Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd, Dana Evans. Who else? That's you guys, Stephanie Talbert. But then when you get to, you got your signees, which is Janiyah Barker and Jordan Obi. Those were your rookies, right? That just was signed. But then you got your post players. You got, of course, none other than Asia Wilson, Brianna Turner. You got Cheyenne Parker-Titus that is back with the team. Let's not forget your other kind of guard also, as you were saying, Kirsten Bell. I don't know how, I'm going to keep saying, I don't know how Kirsten Bell made the team, y'all, but nevertheless, she's on the team. She is on the team. I dropped the link. So Ms. D, I know Ms. D, let's see. She wins. Ms. D, I was just talking about you. I said how you was praying. You were one of the biggest prayer warriors for Chennedy Carter to get back in the league. So we making sure, shout out to you. You've been a praying warrior as long as I can remember for Chennedy Carter to get back in the league. Now, mind you, if at some point Dana Evans had a problem with Chennedy Carter, well, guess what? She gonna be in a training camp with Chennedy Carter. Dana has a contract, right? We're trying to we know without a shadow of a doubt. And Goon the Shooter, you can come in here, you can say what you want, my man. But let me tell you something. I don't give a hoobla about what you say about Dana. If you had a choice between Dana Evans and Chennedy Carter, chat, who you choosing? Who you choosing? And people wanted Chennedy Carter with the Aces as well. I don't care what team Chennedy goes to. I just want her back in a W. I want her to have learned from whatever mistakes she's made in the past. I thought she learned from her mistake when she got on the Chicago Sky. We did hear about the incident with a chair. Of course, that's always hearsay because we didn't see it ourselves. No one showed a proof of that. However, we do know that there was a problem, right? Nevertheless, that's over with. That's old news. We don't talk about old news. We talk about current news. And the current news is Chennedy Carter has made her way back to the W, at least with the training camp contract. And you know what that training camp contract is? That's $200,000. She get $200,000 for that training camp, y'all. That's another big thing. Felicia said Dana's probably having flashbacks about her spot getting taken, because her spot got taken in Chicago. Kennedy, what you coming to do, Kennedy? But remember, Kennedy has to tend with Jackie Young. Your starters are going to be, and this is my prediction of the starters for the Aces, is going to be, if it's not Parker Titus with Asia Wilson, I can't even fathom anybody else starting that position. I could say Lanissa Smith. So it's either Lanissa Smith and Asia Wilson in the front court, or Cheyenne Parker Titus with Asia in the front court. Why? Titus was coming back from having a baby. She was still getting her feet up under her, get her legs right, get her lower extremities back in top form, top shape, so she can be able to compete and maneuver like she wants to, because she is a big presence. She's taller, of course, than Lanissa Smith. Bree Turner is coming in. Turner is someone that they're going to have come off the bench. I'm almost certain that's what's going to happen. She's a strong presence off the bench. I tell you, the minutes that I saw Bree Turner have for Indiana Fever, I mean, she wasn't like she needed to be a huge scorer, because she wasn't on the court very much, right? But the time she was on the court, she was somewhat of an impact for Indiana. I'm going to say that. So Bree Turner, with the Aces picking up Bree Turner, that's a good pickup for them. Re-signing, of course, Dana Evans was a huge impact. Let's not treat her like she wasn't her during the playoffs. Dana Evans showed up when the lights got bright, and that's important for a team like the Aces. They want to contend again. They want to continue to make this run and keep this run going and keep racking it up, right? They keep this up, they're going to be the winningest team in the W. However, I think this will allow them, if they win this coming season, they win the championship this coming season. I think, I can't remember if that ties them with the Houston Comets or whatever, but hey, by all means, whether it's the most, Asia signed a 3-year contract, y'all, for $5 y'all, $5. The highest paid player in the W. The highest paid player in the W, y'all. What y'all got to say about that? Talk that ish. Right now, we're talking about Chennedy Carter and our opportunity with the defending powerhouse. Where does she fit in? We could say we want her with Aces, but the thing is, she has to fit, guys. We want to see a lot of players, a lot of different places, but if they don't fit, you got to move them around. I'm not saying I would do this if I was somebody like Becky Hammons, right? If it becomes a power struggle from the position when it comes to Chennedy Carter and playing alongside of someone like Jackie Young or Dana Evans or Jewel Lloyd, remember, you got some strong personalities over there. That's a bigger personality than Chicago Sky from where Chennedy Carter is coming from, right? It was easy to go in there, make a huge impact, take a starting spot, and do Kennedy things. Unfortunately, they used the narrative that what she did with CC as a narrative to say that that's why she got kicked out of the league. I don't think that's it. We all know how last season started, and when it came down to whether or not that they were going to bring Kennedy back, Jeff P just decided not to bring her back. Jeff P could have brought her back. She would have helped Chicago Sky and ran amok, but it would have been hard to keep her or bring her back and also have Vandersloot. So again, it's about the gelling of the team, what's important of the team, what's the numbers, position-wise, different things like that. We just got to be honest about ourselves with that. Now, let's be clear. This isn't a guaranteed deal, y'all. It's not a guaranteed deal. So don't come flaring up and buying jerseys ready to spend your money. If you haven't bought a Las Vegas Aces jersey for any of the other players and you're looking to buy one for Ken Dog, save your money and hold on to it so when the jersey drop, you'll get one. But this is not a guaranteed deal, y'all. It's not. This is a training camp contract and a training contract only. That means nothing is promised. Everything is earned. I'm not worried about Chennedy earning anything. Chennedy will earn it because she is that girl. She is that PG, that 2 player. She would prefer to be a 2 than a 1. And I could see that working. But for that to work, that means she got to play behind. Now, mind you, they are looking at her to come off the bench, guys. That's another thing. They're looking for her to come off the bench. Again, be honest with ourselves. Let's not fake the funk. Let's not come up with some scenario or some idea, some pitch that this is where we are. Yes, you saw that. I'm just a fan. 500. You see that? 500. Five is what I said about Asia. Asia's the highest paid player in the W right now. Well deserved. Well deserved. Shirley Kimbrough said, I just want her on a team. She deserves to be in the W. Let's talk about that too, right? Because she deserves to be in a W, but she has to keep herself in a W. You can't force somebody to stay in a W and be an impact in a W when they can't keep, and this is just an assumption, her headspace together. You just can't. You can't have somebody, being over the top. I'm gonna show y'all because this is a signing contract. No, let me show y'all, right? Because people are saying that that's what she signed, that's what she got. She ain't signed yet, y'all. She ain't signed yet. And pull this up for y'all. So y'all see the numbers. Ain't no way you gonna pay that was a good old Asia. No, the L504. Here you go, y'all. You want to know? Here we go. Let me fix this. Let's pull this up. That's Asia Wilson that got 5. Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson signs a 3-year, $5 million Supermax contract. How you gonna bring Chennedy in and give her that, and she ain't even on the roster yet? Come on now, she ain't on nobody's roster to make that kind of money, and she's not gonna get paid more than the GOAT. She's not. That's Asia Wilson. By the way, so you can see, Lena Hamilton has signed 2 hours ago with the Liberty. I know that you guys are following. And Brown, Jaleel Brown has signed with the Storm. So everybody is getting their numbers up. Everybody is, Chennedy Carter has signed. Look at this. This is, let's see. You got Shatori Walker Kimbrough, who signed with the Fever. Darren Mabry has signed with the Temple. And this is Chennedy Carter, y'all. This is just talking about what Chennedy has. Chennedy Carter signed with the Aces per Clarissa J. Powell. But she only signed, and let's get down here, she only signed an actual training camp contract. So they got to be careful with their verbiage. It's only a training camp contract. You are not going to bring Chennedy Carter in, and this is just showing her numbers, right? Everybody has seen her numbers and what it looks like, and how she looks. But this, Chennedy Carter ain't going to come in and sign no 5 when the highest paid player in the W is A'ja Wilson. How would she come in and sign a max over all the players that's here? She's not even in the W right now. Let's be smart about that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. This right here is the highest played WNBA player. You see what that say? You see what that say? You see it? You see it? Right there, A'ja Wilson. 5 mil. 5. She's the only one that got that. Only one that got that. So let's be honest with ourselves, guys. We want a lot for a lot of these players, and we want what we want for our favorite. I don't know why this jumps to that. I don't like that. I don't like why it does that. Come on, get me back on the screen. Get me back. Get me back. Ah, this is driving me nuts. There we go. Here we are right here. That's who signed. That's who's coming in with that money right there. That's who's coming in with that money. We got to be honest about who's worth what. We can't always say that we're going to give money to this person and that person just because. No, Chennedy deserved to be in the league, but Chennedy don't deserve no 5 mil. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all talking nonsense. That girl got 5 mil. What Chennedy has, Chennedy is going to be okay. Chennedy could come in with the 500. I just think Chennedy will come in with whatever, right? Because Chennedy wouldn't be back in the league. I know she ain't gonna come in for no chump change, but Chennedy can't. Yeah, of course, Alpha 4. That's what she's getting, right? But we can't say that she gonna come in and get more than like a Stewie or a. And you're letting them know, right? You're letting them know. You're letting them know in the chat what it is. It's half a mil, right? Because you're let's take Ezra. Ezra got one. Ezra got the one. She got the one, right? And as you keep going, Jackie was the first one to sign the one. Then you get a half to Chennedy. You get because Chennedy is well deserving of it. You have who else? Stewie, but she's getting paid, and that we gonna cover and we're gonna get a breakdown of every single player once everybody gets signed. Yes. Let them know. We know it's not saying 500. It's a half of it. She's getting 5. Come on, y'all. 5 mil is way different from 500K. We know that. y'all in there that's confused. Make sure you understand what L504 is telling you. Make sure you understand what she's telling you, right? But we want to make sure that Chennedy finds a way back to the main topic and not so much as the money. We want to make sure that Chennedy understands how important it is for her to make sure she balances herself and keep herself in the W. Tangents or whatever it is they acclaim, and we're going to say allegedly acclaim that she's done. It's on record what she did with the Dream before. It's evident what she did when she was with the Sparks. It's inevitable what she did with the other. We just have to be super, super mindful that this is what we want and we're begging for it, right? But if we beg for a player such as Chennedy to come to the league, yeah, we know that, loose ball. We want to know that a player such as Chennedy, when they come in the league, given this is going to be a 4th opportunity, because she was with the Sparks. She's with the Dream. Then she was with Scott. She's getting a 4th opportunity. How many players get this many opportunities, guys, before we say enough is enough? How? She could be the #1 famous player, point guard that ever rose in any era of basketball, any genre, any future point guards, any. But let's not make no mistake. Her mistakes are her mistakes, and she has to figure it out. Everyone is beg for her to be back. She's making her way back, but how many? I just want to say, how many opportunities can you got to keep saying, oh, you got to give her another chance. Oh, you got to give her another chance. Oh, she needs another chance. I just want to know, this is what we begging for. We beg for Ken Dog in the league. Ken Dog's in the big league. Carter is lucky. Yeah. I got to put this up here because that's facts. Carter is lucky dog. I thought it was over for her. Look, and I want to say this to all my Chennedy Carter fans, because I too am a Chennedy Carter fan, but I'm also a realist. Let's see. Reddit. What's going on, Reddit? I would have to see that post. ADP on Threads. I'm rooting for you, Chennedy. Barbie, we locked in. I would have to see that post. I'm gonna tell you something. When you look at players and you say players are meant to play together, players are meant to be together, that's like Jackie. Jackie is really meant to play. She is really meant to play with Asia. As a matter of fact, she's really meant to play with Chelsea Gray. Right? She is really meant to play with those two ladies. I think Chennedy is really, truly meant to play with the Barbie. But the Barbie is at the Dream. She's with Atlanta Dream. She's with Atlanta Dream. What's going on, Mr. Johnson? I see you in the building. I see you rocking. It says Sergeant Toni. Yeah, Sergeant Toni has definitely said, look, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. And being a realist, we cannot continue to sugarcoat, because if you continue to sugarcoat, this is going to be chance number 4. 4th opportunity for Chennedy. Ms. D, yes, Ms. D, because I'm Ms. D is such a, she's like this. She loves Chennedy, right? She loves Chennedy. We all want to see Chennedy. We all like Chennedy. We appreciate Chennedy. We love Kennedy's game. But Ms. D was a huge advocate for Chennedy. But Ms. D, we got to be a realist, right? This has to be the last straw. Yeah, Reddick, I had to put this up. Reddick Mikaway say, hey, Toni, I 100% agree with you about Ken. I love her and begged her to come back, but she does need to get her emotions in check. Yes, it's absolutely. You can't put yourself in a situation where you are so involved in your emotions that it takes control of you and what you're supposed to be doing. He said, yeah, it do. Hopefully she won't blow it out. Blow it. Yeah, so there go Miss D. Miss D, so Miss D, yeah, she said, yeah, it do. Hopefully she won't blow it. I hope she don't blow it. It's important that she don't blow it. She blows this, y'all. Chennedy will probably never ever, and no matter how much y'all beg, y'all wanted to come and showboat and show her skills. We know what Chennedy can do, but if Chennedy don't do her job is to stay poised and play the game. Leave the emotions on the court, not off. Don't get so up in your feelings that you being volatile. Because if in fact what we know, a chair was thrown in the Chicago Sky's locker room, right? And that was the same night that Teaspoon had to stay in the locker room and couldn't come out to do the press conference because of that. So we have to be mindful that if that chair would have hit somebody and harmed somebody, where would Kennedy be? Where would she be? That's the question. Where would Kennedy be at that point? Where would she be? And that's the truth. And that's the truth. Where would she be? We don't need we need Chennedy Carter. I'm telling you, we need you to stay sound. We need you to stay poised. We need you to think of your future. We need you to think of the game at that moment, and how what you do impact whether you stay or go in the league. And Becky Hammonds ain't gonna play with you. John says, I like Chennedy Carter's basketball skills so much. I acquire her to the W's version of Allen Iverson. Yeah. Well, she says, hey, John, Mr. John, that's what she said. She mimicked her entire game off of Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is her favorite person in the world. Her skill set and everything she does is off of Allen Iverson. In her interview, she said that. She talked about it. I watched her story. Her story was that's what she did. She mimicked every single thing about Allen Iverson. She's him. She is indeed, in fact, Allen Iverson, but in the female version. Yeah. This will probably be the best locker room she's going to be in, because guess what? People like Asia Wilson ain't having it. Chelsea Gray ain't having it. Right? Dana just going to have to chalk it up. Because Dana knows the truth. But I'm sure there's been conversations with Dana in reference to that in order for Becky to even make the decision, right? And let's just talk about old Dana for a second, right? Dana, let's take the shot, the negative shot that she took at Angel when she won the title. She won a championship. She took a shot at Angel, but you taking a shot at Angel for what? Your manager talk shit, and Angel fans talk shit to your manager. You, Dana Evans, should have left it between your manager and Angel Reese's fans, not between you and Angel. So you made it personal between you and Angel, which is a problem. Like, y'all got to stop doing this shit. Y'all had a player on your team that was what? Used to winning. Did y'all give her a winning season? No. Did you guys do what you're doing on all these other prospective teams? And let's not just talk about, oh, it was Teaspoon's plays. You can work around a play. If you're a true baller, you can work around a play. I don't want to hear that. I ain't hearing it. I ain't buying it. I ain't hearing it. I ain't buying it. I'm not. So you should be able to play within the realm of whatever plays. Some of the plays can be trashy. I remember them stating that they had to show Teaspoon a couple of plays, and that's the plays they ended up running, and that was something that they were able to execute on. Kudos to them. But that's the veteran in you. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to help out. So I'm just saying. It says, I can respect Dana's comeback, but I'm still not cool with how she trashed Angel. Her comeback for the game, yes. I mean, she went with a team that was a winning team. And anybody that's put with a winning team is going to fit in and fill in and just play their role. And that's just what she did. She played her role as she should. That's another thing I want people to understand. Dana had it in her all the way, but Dana isn't a player that's a leader. Because if she was a leader, she would have led Chicago when it was her and Kennedy. Instead, she got her spot taken by Kennedy. So let's be real now. Let's be real. Let's not sit here and pretend that Dana was the best player on that team 2 years ago for Sky. She was not. Dana Evans was supposed to rally the troop and lead her team because she was the starting PG, and she didn't. She first got her position taken by Lindsay Allen, so she really didn't get it taken by Chennedy Carter. So let's spit the truth about that. Lindsay Allen took her spot. No, I don't put that on Kennedy either. I put that on Jeff too. All of it is Jeff P. Jeff made piss poor decisions and then tried to put it all on Angel. The plotting and the scheming, and because Jeff didn't like the fact that who he wanted to run the show, which was players like Dana Evans and all those that were from the championship team of Chicago Sky that was still there. He has certain players he wanted Teaspoon to play and run the positions. People got mad because Teaspoon apparently played favoritism to Angel. I don't think she played favoritism to Angel. She just made Angel work through her mistakes. Yeah, but guess what? She's a shooting point guard. She played the point, Mr. Johnson. She played the point. She was the point guard. She played in the point guard role. Yes, she's more of a shooting guard, but she plays the one. If she wanted to really be a two, then she needs to be in a two, but Dana's height challenges her to be a one. Dana's height challenges her to be a one. Now, when she's off the ball, yeah, she's coming off the ball. She can attack. She can pull up. She has a great game. I'm not taking anything away from Dana's game. But if you're meant to be the PG, you got to be the PG. Overseas, she played the one. The year before that, she played the one. For the Aces, she came in for the one and the two. So we're not gonna pinch that she's in a way, it is what it is. But Kennedy, good old Kennedy. Reddit said, let's see, MSN said, that's why Jeff P got rid of Teaspoon. So he can get rid of Ken. Yeah, I'm almost certain because she was the only one that basically showed love and content. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I know Becky Hammonds, Becky and Teaspoon have had conversations about Kennedy for Kennedy to even be considered for the Aces. I'm going to tell you because Becky Hammonds is a tough cookie. And Becky Hammonds ain't pulling nobody just because they're good. There's a reason why she's there. There's an opportunity for her to bring herself back into the realms of the fold of the W, but you can't, every single team you get on, you can't have problems. The only thing I remember Dana saying after the championship was towards the Chicago fans, which are really just Angel fans. No, she specifically said something to Angel in the tweet. If you go in them tweets, you'll see them. She specifically said something to Angel. But yeah, she loud and clear. She said it to the fans, but she definitely took a shot at Angel. In the tweets. She did. Yeah, I will pull it up and I will show you since y'all are from the Show Me State. I sure will. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to go and I'm going to pull it and I'm going to bring it to you. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Everyone knows, except for probably you that are saying, show me. Because at the end of the day, It is what it is. And when Angel's asked about Angel's like, Angel don't care about that stuff. Angel don't care about nothing nobody say. And I don't blame her. She ain't got time to be worried about what nobody say. You won the championship. Yay. What to do for you and being on Aces. Our biggest goal is for Aces. Aces is one of my team. I love Aces and what they've done and what they're doing. And moving forward, let's see what happens. Yeah, I said the show me state. Trust me, yes, I did. That's what Texas is. I live in Texas. I'm from the show me state now. Born and raised in Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, but I'm from the show me state. So yes, I will pull it up since that has to be put to the forefront, right? But at the end of the day, Aces won. Aces trying to contend again. And what better way than to bring in some bench players, some players that can come off the bench and be solid. And what they're saying, and the word on the street is, Becky Hammonds needs a strong bench. And Chennedy Carter is a player that she's looking at to be able to come in and help coming off the bench. He said, Chennedy was disrespectful and shaded Angel. That wasn't cool. So Chennedy said something about miss layups. And then she came back and she put up another tweet, basically laughing and saying, y'all saying I said this about Angel. I wouldn't dare talk about Angel. I'm not, this wasn't for her. So maybe she meant it, maybe she didn't. What I have to do is go off of what she said, and that's what she said. What I'm going to do is go off of what somebody say. And if you said it, you said it. If you come back and you tried to justify what you said, go ahead. Maybe she was really, truly taking a shot. I'm not saying she didn't. I'm not saying she did. If her and Chennedy, if Angel and Chennedy can kind of continuously send each other well wishes from a positive standpoint, then I must say that Angel didn't take it no type of way. So yeah, that is definitely old news, and we're just not gonna talk about that. Pretty Brian says, I wonder if Teaspoon has something to do with the signing of Angel making the choice to go to ATL over Dallas. No, what's his name just didn't want Angel. He didn't want Angel. It's evident. Everything that Angel wanted for Chicago went out and got once she left. So, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. One thing about Teaspoon, the question about Teaspoon, I'm going to put it back up. I know folks are asking and they're wondering, did Teaspoon have a hand in it? The only way we'll know is if they talk about it. But guys, remember, Angel comes from a line of professional players. Her mom and dad. She has some other family members. Then she has a cousin that played for the New Orleans Pelicans. Her brother is now in the league. She's in the league. So they have an older brother. She has an older brother. Her older brother played overseas. I know y'all heard them talk about him. What was it? In the first season, her first season with Chicago, he came to a couple games. He was there and he was present. So there's people that know what to say, how to say it, how to move, how to teach her to move. But one thing that they're not going to do is they're not going to silence Angel. Angel is a player that you can't silence. And I probably wouldn't be silenced either. If there's something on my mind that I got to say, I'm going to say it. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Regardless of whether you think about it, I'm not going to come and I'm not going to personally vitriol somebody. But let's just talk about Chennedy, because we're spinning this about Angel and really this is about Chennedy. This is about Chennedy and how excited we are about Chennedy and Chennedy coming back in the league and making a presence. No, one, did Teaspoon have, let's see. It was like, no, one, did Teaspoon have something to do with Kennedy going to Aces due to her and Becky friendship? And two, did Angel decide to go to ATL over Dallas? I thought she was going to go there at first with Paige. So first, to answer your first question, did Teaspoon have something to do with Kennedy going to Aces? Okay, so that's what it was instead of Angel. Yes, I believe it. You know why? Because Becky Hammond and Teaspoon are like that. Teaspoon took Becky Hammond under her wing. And y'all have heard the story. Y'all heard him talk about that Teaspoon's year with the Chicago Sky. I think so. Just somebody giving her an opportunity, but actually getting her with a team that has caliber players that she can fill in. At some point, Kennedy will make her wave. She do well this season with the Aces. Say she do well in the camp, which I know she will. She'll get a contract. If she don't get a contract from this training camp, I would be surprised. Chennedy Carter would have to do something really stupid to not get a contract from this training camp. She would have to do something really dumb. And at that point, it's a matter of players like Angel and those guys saying, hey, no, we'll take her. Hey, we need her. Some other big names, New York isn't going to take her. New York won't. No, they're not going to put up with it. They like Kennedy. They appreciate Kennedy, but that's not the style of a team for Kennedy. The style of teams for Kennedy is something like the Aces, the Atlanta Dream. Dallas even isn't her caliber of a team, right? But I think the best impacts that she would have would be playing with someone like a Asia Wilson and a Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, or going to like an Atlanta Dream playing with the likes of Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Angel Reese and those guys, Naz Hillman, Bree Jones. Those are the type of caliber players that I would see her being able to go to, not going to a team like Seattle or something like that. Yes, she could go to those teams and she can start and she can dominate. She can dominate, but those are going to be new teams for a player like Chennedy Carter, is teams that will frustrate her. And I think that would set her over the edge. I think she needs to be with a good team. That way she can come in, she can settle in, she can find her footing, she can get comfortable, she can understand what it means to come off the bench. I remember Kennedy saying when she left last time and they didn't, Chicago didn't offer her. And so she just decided to go over. So she said she would never come back to the W unless she went to a team where she was the franchise player. She's not going to be the franchise player at the Aces, with the Aces. She's not. The franchise player is already there. That's Asia Wilson. And the future of the Aces is in Jackie Young. That's the future of the Aces. There's nothing else you can say about it. Now, the second question, to answer the second question, but yes, I do believe Teaspoon played a hand in that. And maybe some other players that are really close with Kennedy. Number two, did Angel decide to go to Atlanta Dream over Dallas? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She made the decision. Remember the conversations that was had, and I believe Duvall and Keisha covered that really well on their show. Angel Reese wanted to go to a team that was such a caliber. There was 5 teams, 3 to 5 teams. I think they said it was 5 teams that wanted her. Right now, we know 3 that was very highly on her, which was the Dallas Wings, Minnesota Lynx, and Atlanta Dream. Both were brought to the table to Angel by Jeff. Angel said, I know that this is what Dallas is offering, but I want to go play in Atlanta. Would she have taken Dallas if Dallas was there along with Lynx? I don't think that, it is what it is. I think that this is what she wanted. And how happy for her and how proud I am of her Did she want to play with Paige? Yeah, she loved to play with Paige. If that's all she had, right? Yeah, I really, truly think so. I really, truly think so. Yes, Atlanta Dream is a place where she wanted to go. But at this point, Atlanta's a winning team. Atlanta finished what? Third? They finished third, right? In the conference before going into playoffs. So to go to a team that's still not in the rebuild, yes, free agency, you can pull players in, but Dallas was still a restructuring team. Dream already had a team. So do I go to a team that's already set and that was already in the playoffs? Yes, they got knocked off by the Fever, but hey, I want to go to a team where there's great guards. Guards can I think even if she gone to Dallas, I think that Paige and Enrique would have done her well as well, right? But it just depends, guys. I think when we're talking about the teams, Atlanta was the better team for her to go to. It was just a better team for her to go to. I know Dallas wanted to give up a whole lot, but the Dream was the best team for her to go to, the best run for her to make her do her business and soar what she needed to soar for as a player. I like that. It's just important. It's important to her and for her. Those Caitlyn stands have turned on courtside. They're asking people to unsubscribe. To unsubscribe from me? Or unsubscribe from where? What's going on, Allie? Oh, you just talking about courtside. You know my name, courtside, so you know I had to ask. I know what you're talking. Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all had me like kind of out there. I was, that's why I gotta pay attention. So, but yeah, guys, I'm excited for Chennedy Carter. I'm glad she's made her way back. I'm glad that she is with a winning team, a winning club. Do you answer this, Miss D, in chat? Do you think once Chennedy, and I'm not going to say if Chennedy, once Chennedy make her way through Chennedy training camp, do Becky Hammonds say, I want to keep Chennedy? Or do we get her on a roster and then we trade her to a caliber team where she can actually go and not just solely come off the bench? Or does she stay where she is? I'm just saying. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Because if I know Becky, I think Becky is one of those type of players. Becky don't have tolerance for BS. And I know she had a long, extensive conversation with Chennedy Carter. So do know, in order to offer Chennedy a camping contract, she had talks with Chennedy. So who knows what they got in the works? It's going to be interesting to see. Hey, this is a way to get you back in the W. And then maybe we can possibly send you to a team where you can be you, where you can play more. Because right now, again, Becky needs some solid players off the bench. She doesn't have what she truly needs that's coming off the bench. She needs solid bench. Dana coming off the bench is great, but you still got to have more. Yeah, John. Carter is smart. She stay where she is. Yeah, if she's smart, she would stay where she is because she has an opportunity to be in a hunt for another championship. Yeah, Dana is a snake. It says Asia Wilson broke the bank. Yeah, Asia Wilson broke the bank. That's what we were talking about earlier. I think people was getting confused when I was saying that, Asia had the highest pay. AR504 was saying that Kenny Carter got $500,000 for the training camp. And I'm like, yeah, let's not get it twisted. The highest paid player, of course, is Asia Wilson in the W. And I think some folks kind of got confused with that early on. But yeah, so we know how Dana is. I think Dana is in a place now. Maybe Dana has grown from that, but Dana is in a place now where I think, hey, she's like, I'm sitting pretty. I got a championship. I'm coming off the bench anyway. She almost became seventh man off the bench because sixth man off the bench was Jewel Lloyd. And she was the seventh man off the bench. So, i.e., I don't think she should have a problem right now because all you have on the bench, let's go back to it. All you have on the bench now is Kirsten Bell. Let me go back to it. You have coming off the bench for as guards. Say you go, this is your starters, right? You got Chelsea Gray, Dana Evans, Jewel Lloyd, Asia Wilson, and either LaVissa Smith or either Cheyenne Parker Titus. Right? So Lloyd is going to have to play the 3. If Jackie's in with Gray, Jackie's going to play the 2 and Gray going to play the 1. You got your 4 and your 5. Asia and Nalissa. If you go with Cheyenne for the bigs, who you have coming off the bench? You got Nalissa Smith and Bree Turner. So you got a more of a solid big in Turner than you had any other girl that they got rid of. Why was she still on the team? I have no idea. The trade situation, I think Becky Hammonds was trying to develop the other big girl, but she just didn't have it. She just did not have it. And then you got, so far as coming off the bench, you have Kirsten Bell and Dana Evans. That's your only 2 you got coming off the bench far as guard situation. And then you got Janai Barker, and you got your other 2 players that's coming in, and you got Chennedy. So I think that Chennedy will probably stay. To stay and contend for a title is great, but if she can't sustain coming off the bench or just being downright happy for her team, you got to be happy for your teammates, which is being happy for your team, even when you're not on the floor, cheering everybody on, playing a big part of it. It's going to be great. Yes, close to 22, 23 bench. I know. But this is why Becky is bringing her in. Becky is bringing her in and giving her an opportunity for that. I think that this is good. She would almost end up being the 6th man off the bench. Jewel Lloyd wanted to come off the bench last season because it just felt better for her. It was more natural for her. So does Jewel Lloyd come this year and say she wants to come off the bench again and give the starting spot to Dana? Because then you have to shift people around. Dana's not a 3. Lloyd can play the 2. She can play the 1 to the 3. So I don't know. She signed that just because she signed a contract. I know that they can go ahead and try to trade her. Because mid-year, somebody's going to be pissed if Chennedy stays on that team. Somebody's going to be pissed. And maybe they make it through the season, just like before. I don't know. We'll have to see how that happens. We'll have to see how that goes. Carter will get more minutes. Yeah, Carter's gonna get minutes. Carter's gonna get minutes. Becky isn't shy with minutes, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all that she's not shy with minutes. She's not shy. We got to understand that Chelsea isn't getting any younger, but Chelsea is still a player that you need to have. She's your extreme floor general. Jackie is learning that role, but you still need a Chelsea. Yeah, she's gonna get more minutes. Well, you're saying she'll get more minutes because she can play the 1-2. Yeah, but you got your 1-2 in Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, and Dana Evans. The question is, from that 1-2 position, 2-1, if you go 2-1 versus 1-2, your 1-2 is Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young. You go 2-1, then you say Dana Evans and Chennedy Carter. You say 2-3, you going Jewel Lloyd and maybe Kennedy. Yeah, she signed. Yeah, that's always been a thing. She did that already. She did that, I think, two days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. Millie, it says, I just read Dana Evans signed a protective veteran contract. I doubt she gets waived. No, she's not going to get waived. She's there. The only thing that can happen with Dana is get traded. That's it. If mid-year, when it's trade time, if Becky Hammonds don't see what she wants out of certain players, then she's going to move them around. But I'm going to tell you, Becky Hammonds like Dana. Dana was a big part of the reason why they won. She was. I got to give it to her. Dana's not going to go anywhere. Dana's not going to go anywhere. Again, if Chennedy Carter makes the team and frustration sets in, Becky's going to trade her. Becky will trade her and see who wants her. Well, she'll bring up this, she'll spark the idea. Yeah, no, Dana's not going anywhere. Dana was, once Dana signed her veteran contract, she was good to go. Because I know Becky. Becky sees a great shooter in Dana. Jewel Lloyd signed her contract. Jewel Lloyd isn't going to go anywhere. Becky also brought Kennedy in to light a fire under Jewel Lloyd. She'll replace Lloyd first before Dana. I can almost see that being the case. They traded Tiffany Mitchell because Dana was playing well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dana's doing her job. Dana's doing well coming off the bench. She's doing well with the minutes that she's given. She's been productive. That she was last year. I mean, each year is different. We know what she did last year. She was very productive. And I got to give it to her. I can't take nothing away from her on that. I think that even for Chicago, and I'm just going to air quote Dana and Izzy, had the play calling been better and Dana could have been more productive and had more minutes, even coming off the bench, I don't think Dana would have been too saddened. But because of what Dana was promised by Chicago Sky is why Dana felt the way she did. And I'm not going to take that away from her. She should feel the way she feels. Not more per se put it on a particular player, but also be pissed about Jeff, right? I don't see where she said anything negative about Jeff. We know y'all meant Tiffany Mitchell. I don't take Dana on the Fever. ID take Dana on the Fever. Dana will go play for anybody, and that's good that you have players. And listen, guys, all of these players, even Courtney Williams, she said she would never play for Chicago Sky again, right? She made that statement, but when it comes to money, if the money was right, Williams would have went back and played with Chicago Sky. All these players right now, this is a business, and you just want a job. You just want a job. Dana was given grace in Chicago. She wasn't immediately taken off the starting lineup. Yeah, everybody should know that too. If they watched the season. Lindsay Allen didn't take her role right away. She just, I don't know if she was nervous or what it was. How she played for the Aces is not how she played for the Sky before last. I think she was so frustrated that she didn't even really try. In the beginning, she was solid the first couple games, and then it just kind of dwindled down. Other players came in and just played better. That's all. I don't understand why, and I'm glad you brought that up, Sims, Odyssey Sims. Is somebody gonna give Odyssey Sims a shot? Odyssey Sims is a player that I think needs a shot too. Yeah, y'all got Uzon instead. And Uzon didn't even sign yet. Apparently, I mean, who knows what her contract is? I think Jeff's job is Jeff is sweating bullets, boy. Whatever he said and he told to I watched the interview with the team with Rakia Jackson and Skylar Diggins, and Skylar was just saying how one is close to home. She understands what the organization needs, that she's willing to help offer and bring to the team. This is Camilla's team. She was asked about playing with Camilla, and like she said, it's obvious, Camilla's the franchise player. She's like, I'm used to playing with bigs, which Skylar is. Skylar has played with a lot of great bigs in the past. So she knows how to play with bigs. She knows how to get it done. So let's just see how it goes for Chicago. I wish Chicago well. Kennedy compared to Dana, laugh out loud. There is no comparison, respectfully. No, there isn't, but hey, time will tell. If it pans out that Kennedy ends up taking minutes from Dana on the Aces, and Dana becomes unhappy, that's for Dana to have to deal with. Everybody is jockeying for minutes. Everybody's jockeying for a position. Okay, first you jock for the contract. You got the contract. Now you have to sit back and you have to jock for minutes. So every minute that Kennedy gets, once she gets signed, because Kennedy's going to get signed. If Becky Hammons does not give Kennedy a contract, I will be shocked. Chennedy Carter is a player that Becky Hammond will work with. Kennedy, I think, will do well if she can keep her emotions in check, and will do well to play with Asia Wilson, Jewel Lloyd, and those guys. Chelsea Gray being a point guard. Chelsea having to take some stints of breaks, and Jackie going to the 2. Kennedy at the 1, them vice versa, up and down the court. It's going to be a great team, guys. It's going to be a great team. Dana coming in and knocking down whatever shot she needs to knock down. They got to understand their role. And one thing that we got to understand with Becky is Becky ain't going to play with them. Asia Wilson ain't gonna play with him. Yeah, she's an all WNBA if she keeps it together. Yeah. Yeah, she is. From a guard perspective, she makes this team and she plays well. Does she make the All-Star? You can only pick so many. There's so many guards. And this year, I don't like that, you're a player, you get to pick your team type of bullshit. I think that's dumb. They need to go ahead, pick players, pick a team, put them on a team, and let them just ball out. There go Goon. Goon say facts, Mr. Johnson. Dana Evans a two-time. She could be a two-time All-Star. She could be a two-time All-Star, but that doesn't matter. If she get her ass cooked in practice and she get her minutes taken, that's on who? That's on Dana. She could be a two-time All-Star. It won't matter. You have two-time All-Stars, three-time All-Star. I mean, two-time champions, three-time champions. You got people everywhere that's getting moved around. You know, I meant champion, not All-Star. Two-time champion. There's several two-time champions that's all over the place and still get moved around. But it doesn't mean that just because she's a two-time champion that she deserves to have more minutes over somebody else that's beating her ass in practice. She get her ass beat in practice, Goon. She ain't gonna see no minutes. And that's Becky. That's on Becky Hammond's mama. That's on her mama. If she let Chennedy Carter come in and take her minutes, Goon, she gonna sit the pine. However, like I said, Becky Hammond's like Dana. But Becky Hammond's, if she gives Chennedy Carter that contract, she gonna like Chennedy Carter too. Yep, she gonna go up stop Chennedy Carter's head if Chennedy Carter do something crazy. She ain't gonna go upside her head. She gonna say, just get rid of her. We ain't having that shit. She gonna talk to her one time only. You think that she can play the two, she can be the one, she can be the two. We already talked about that, Goon. You Johnny come lately. It's gonna be easy. How? Issues. We can call a thing. We can take it away, we can give it back. Dana can play the 1-2. She played 2-1. So can Kennedy. Kennedy can play the 1-2, 2-1. You still got, again, there's enough ones on that team. So Kennedy don't have to play the 1. Dana don't have to play the 1. You got Jackie who can play the 1. You got Jackie who will be the 2. You got Chelsea Gray who's the 1. You got so many interchangeable players in that position. Anybody go down, anyone can at any given night can play that position. And we say Asia can keep the locker room straight, but if Ken Dog decides to do what she want to do, she gonna lose her mind at any given. Hey, a psychotic person is like a psychotic person. Now, I'm not calling her psychotic. I'm just saying psychotic tendencies is definitely in there somewhere. But everybody, I think, on this team is going to do well, like I said, with the players that they have. The bench players, again, she's coming in because she needs a strong bench. Chennedy Carter is coming in because she needs a strong bench. Dana is on the bench. Kirsten Bell is on the bench. The rookies that are coming on the bench. because I don't believe Jewel Lloyd's going to come off the bench. Like I said, Jewel Lloyd asked to come off the bench last season after a couple of starts. She did very well in the starting lineup. She asked to come off the bench. So is she going to ask to come off the bench this year? I don't think so. I think Jewel Lloyd has found her footing. Jewel Lloyd have the right key players around her that she can play with and contend with. But let's just see what happens, guys. We can have a lot of speculations. A lot of speculations can happen. A lot of things, pieces in that can be a part. So, again, what does Chennedy Carter bring to the table? Why the Aces made this move? And the real question, can she make the team? Answer those questions. I'm going to give the questions again, y'all. What can Carter bring to the table? Right? Why the Aces made this move? And the real question, can she make the team? I answered those for that. So now I'm going to give it to you guys in the chat. I'm going to give it to you guys in the chat. Let's roll with it. Because I'm telling you, if Chennedy makes the team, the rest of the league is in trouble. The rest of the league is in trouble. Let's see what you got. David Ennis, let's see. What'd you say, Goon? Say Dana Evans and Chennedy close. Chennedy Carter better than Kelsey Plum. Hell yeah, she can. 25 points. Carter is a scoring threat, and her basketball IQ is out of this world. Absolutely. Far from grace, Mr. Johnson. Far from graceful, Lord. And he's going to ball out big time with ATL. Y'all, it's gonna be like a nuclear explosion. Yes, I'm 20 minutes behind. Yeah, I'm sorry, MSL, you're 20 minutes behind. Let's see, we took Aces down. There we go. This is Kelsey, the ball out queen. We took Aces downtown. They're down, let's see, downtown, down the wire last year without Clark. So they feel well beat. They feel we'll beat them with Clark. So that they added Chennedy as well. So you're gonna beat the Aces with. So you took them down to the wire. I see what you're saying. You took them down to the wire, and you said you'll beat them also with Clark. Hey, more power to you. I love to see great basketball. I like to see great basketball IQ. I like to see great basketball minds. Go at it. This is important. Mr. John said, I definitely see Chennedy Carter being another Don Staley caliber college coach after she's retired. Now we're talking about basketball right now. Of course, Toni, Chicago Sky going to be like OKC Thunder more. I watched Rakia. She play like Lamar Odom and Shai Alexander. Yeah. Skylar Diggins. Alex Cargo. Alex Caruso. Okay. We could see it. We can understand it. We know it. I just want to know the possibility. Just answer the questions. Answer the questions I put forward. Kennedy brings buckets. It say Kennedy brings buckets, relief for the paint, for relief for the point guards, D and better dominant. She does. She do bring dominancy to the aces. She brings PG skills. She brings shooting ability from the two perspective. She brings slashing to the bucket at an all-time high. And yes, she gives relief to the aces. But I'm telling you this, if she doesn't give that ball to Asia when she needs to give that ball to Asia, it's going to be murder, she wrote. Without Clark close to winning, with Clark, we'll beat them. If they have if they have that same team from last year, they have to add a player like Kennedy. Patricia Body says, did you see what the alderman in Chicago did for AR5? No, I didn't see it. What did he do, Patricia? I didn't see what he did for her. I'm gonna tell y'all, I had a massive headache today, so I'm a lot calm. I'm like still had to take some medicine. I had a migraine today, and I slept all day. I just was able to have enough oomph to get up on the live today, y'all. So I had a massive headache today. It says at Kelsey the baller. Is White trying to bump out CC or provide insurance if she's benched or platooned? A platoon. Because it doesn't seem like based off her moves, White has a lot of confidence in CC like you think. Let's see what you say. What you say about that, Kelsey? Johnson says Chennedy Carter is a 5-star player. Of course. Chennedy knows that. Chennedy just has to come in the league and ball out. She has to ball out without any drama. If Chennedy balls out without any drama, given what aces already have on the team, Kennedy's is just another elite player that is going to be able to shine bright. She just has to let her game speak for her and leave everything else where it is. Goon says, let's go to Goon. Goon says, oh, shoot, I'm sorry, Goon. Let me go back to it. Goon says, I think the Fever fan meant if Kelsey Mitchell didn't go down with the injury in the playoffs, they would have won without Caitlin Clark. Watching that game, and that's probably what they meant. Watching that game and to reflect back on that game, Kelsey Mitchell played a decent game. The game before that, Kelsey balled out. But Kelsey Mitchell, even in that game, I think that what Asia Wilson was able to do, and that's what, as you can see, when the ball isn't in Asia Wilson's hand, because Asia didn't give a whole lot in that last game. She didn't. Asia didn't put herself in position to shoot the ball like she knows how in that game. Mitchell didn't fare well in that game even before going down. So we have to look at that, guys. She didn't fare well even before going down. So that game could have been hit or miss. Either way, Aces could have still won it, or Fever could have had a shot if Kelsey wasn't burnt out. But the Fever literally had to burn Kelsey out for y'all to get there. I think Kelsey needed help. And let me tell you, if it was not for Odyssey Sims, so we can sit here and we can say if Kelsey didn't burn out, but Odyssey Sims kept y'all in that game. kept Fever in that game. If it wasn't the play of Odyssey Sims, because she did defer to Kelsey. Kelsey went down. Odyssey Sims kept y'all in that game because that should have been a double-digit loss. So let's go there. Go back and look at that game, and that's the T. That's T for your mama in that game. Odyssey Sims didn't save the day. Because remember, Lil Boston was in that game, and she ended up fouling out, 2 minutes left in the game? But however, Mitchell did what Mitchell could do. It was Odyssey Sims that kept y'all in that game. Let's talk about it. That's facts. Odyssey Sims. Let's not talk about Mitchell. Mitchell brought y'all there. Mitchell carried y'all throughout. But it was the play of Odyssey Sims in the playoffs that did business. It's a team sport. That's right, Kelsey. Let them know this game is a team sport. It's not a one-man show, and you don't win off of a one-man show. And we've been saying that to fans of CC for some time. They think that the ball must touch CC's hands every time down the floor. If it don't touch her hands, everybody's screaming bloody murder like something happened. We got to stop that. This is a team sport, and you can't win without team. We know I'm not according to the fans, but hey, we can't worry about the fans. At this rate, the fans is, and let's just put it this way, true fans of the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark love what took place. Social media craved fans that are only CC fans don't care to see the Indiana Fever win and be great. They just want to see CC be great. And CC can't be great without a team. Someone has to pass her the ball when the ball's not in the hand. Someone have to help her move around in certain positions. Someone has to hide her defensively and cover her defensively. But let's not make this about CC. We're not going to talk about CC like that. CC is a player that's enjoying the game. CC has now taken certain individuals off of her social media and have blocked them because she just wants to play the game of basketball. You think Chelsea should have left the Fever? Well, Kelsey could have left the Fever, but she was cored, remember? With her being cored, that would have been up for the coach to trade her. Maybe next year. But they gave her a substantial amount of money, so we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I just watched a YouTube video. Let's put this up. CC knows. Let's see. CC knows. Loose Ball says CC knows this. That's why she got Iowa to the Final Four twice. It says, I just watched a YouTube video today for Fever, and the man said the only route for CC, and when they root, they only, okay, so he said they only root for CC. That's what he said. He said they only root for CC, and when they root for the rest of the team, it's for team to win. CC her ring. Look, I gotta read that again. That's crazy. It says, I watched the YouTube video today for Fever, and the man said they only root for CC. And when they root for the rest of the team, it's for the team to win CC the ring, win CC her ring. Yeah, we know that. I know I sound like a broken record before I read that the first time. I sound like a broken record. Yeah. That's dumb. And they probably do only root for CC, and they only root for the team to help CC get a ring. That's terrible. How ironic. If they keep that up, they're going to lose fans because over time, people not going to want to hear that. And the true CC fans, like the real fans that are for a team, will probably start unfollowing because they want to see her win a ring, but they want to see the team as a whole, not just CC. Kelsey Mitchell, comfortable in Indiana. She ain't leaving them. Nah, she ain't leaving. Nah. I know her family said something last year, but they had her best interest at heart. We're trying to protect her, but she ain't leaving. MSF 5253 told Allie AI 27. Yup. Only FIBA fans. What did court side say? Do BTW. I want Kelsey Mitchell to go down from Indiana before last year. You wanted her to get that. Well, I mean, everybody wanted her to leave. I just think we have to just cheer players on where they are, right? It doesn't matter who they play for. You just have to want the best from them for whatever team they're playing on. Crazy and racist. Yeah, well, that's not some artists. It's just crazy. Oh yeah, Jeff admitted he was afraid Skylar could cuss him out. Yeah, Jeff better be prepared. Just don't do right by Skylar and see what happens. Because we could say anything before the season starts, right? Let this team fail from what they think that they could be and see what happens. Why y'all be watching Caitlin Clark channels? That's the first question. Well, some people just like to watch sports. They like to hear the news, Goon. They like to see what's going on. They like to be in the know-how. It's not the popular opinion, but Black players should not play for the Fever. That's right. I said it. Y'all wildin'. Ali said to MSL 5253. He said Chennedy Carter is a better scorer than Caitlin on their Caitlin. Oh, they went crazy. Oh, he said that on there and they went crazy. Boy, y'all gotta stop. Y'all diabolical. I know one thing. She can't shake Chennedy. In order for her to guard Chennedy, she got to hold Chennedy. And then she got to talk shit to get Chennedy out of her body. Kelsey, the ball out queen, said, Goon, I said without CC, we almost beat Aces. And with CC, we'll beat the Aces. And they not taking that chance. They went out and got help, as they should. Catch the ball out, queen. Why are you messing with Goon? Don't mess with Goon. Goon ain't got his screws tight. I told you don't mess with Goon. Goon gonna go off on you. Ball out queen. Goon say Kelsey. Caitlin Clark is garbage as hell. You might not want to talk back and forth with Goon, Ball out queen. It ain't gonna work in your favor. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're gonna get mad on here. He said y'all would have been out in the first round with Caitlin. It says, did you guys watch the press conference of Chicago Sky? What two things stood out to you? I started watching it. I watched Skylar talk. Then when Rakia went to talk, I saw that, and I was only like maybe a few minutes in. I just turned it off. I didn't watch the whole thing. I thought that this is just not worth my time to watch. So tell me what actually happened in the press conference, because I only watched just the beginning. I watched up to when they asked Skylar another question, and Skylar went to answer, and she was saying hi to somebody she knew that she go way back with. So that's it. I didn't get to watch the rest. Goon done went off on here, y'all. Y'all done set Goon off. Hey, guys, you in the building, hit the like button for me, please. Please hit the like button. I don't care what who you fans of. You're all a friend of mine. So hit the like button. I like the commentary. I like y'all to be able to converse back and forth. Go ahead and hit the like button for me, though. I need you to hit the like button. Hit those likes up. Also, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you're notified every time I drop. Because as soon as you subscribe, that bell is going to come up. See that little flashing thing right there? Subscribe. 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 Hit that sub up button. Look, y'all done set Goon off in here, and Goon is going crazy on your head. Ball out, queen. Soon as hey. Hey, y'all, it's a ball out queen and Goon session right now. We ain't worried about Chennedy. We putting Raven on her. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, you done threw Raven in the conversation. You done threw Raven. Hey, Raven is lockdown queen. Raven is lockdown queen. But I'm going to tell you, ball out queen, you better tell everybody to leave our baby Raven alone. Stop talking trash about Raven. Raven is going to come in and help your team. She's going to come in and she's going to give Stephanie White what she's missing, which is sound quality defense. And you just said it. Y'all going to put Raven on Chennedy, right? You think if Aces keep Chennedy, well, once Aces keep Chennedy, once they offer her a contract from the camp offer that she has only, she has to, of course, make herself visible, known, do well, which she will in camp to get a contract, which I think she is. I believe she is. If I know Chennedy going to play well enough to get a contract. But Chennedy got to keep her mind straight. That she ain't gonna tell Raven, if you reach, I teach. Answer that for me, because Raven is a big deal. Raven is a big deal. She's a big piece for Indiana Fever. Should White play her? What's up, K-Sap? Ball Queen says, I've been knowing Goon since the beginning of the first season. We cool. I know, but I'm loving y'all commentary because y'all got me rolling in here right now. Hey, Kelsey Ball Out Queen, make sure you sub up, hit the like button and sub to my channel. Sub to my channel. I got to see where you're a new member. I got to see it. Hey, Eddie P told you, Goon, it's okay. Gould say Kelsey Mitchell 100. That's why Raven being there is a relief. It helps out. It helps Kelsey Mitchell out because, man, Kelsey Mitchell was worn out last year. Now, Goon, Kelsey, Chat, K-Stop, everybody, with the pieces that a lot of these teams got, where do you see the rankings halfway through the season? Thank you, Loose Ball. You double sub. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all answer that question. Midway of the season, where do you think, with the bodies, the names, the team movement, where do you think these teams gonna end up? I want to see it. I want to see it. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Post it. Post. It says I'm already. Oh, you subbed already? Oh, okay, good, good. I gotta go back and look. Thank you, thank you. I couldn't remember if I hadn't seen you in a minute. If that's the case. Hey, 80s Brazil, sub up, sub up. It says nope. He told MSL 52, 53. It told him nope. That fan base is toxic, and they already said they only root for CC and for her teammates to only win for her. And yeah, we all won't get into that. That's kind of crazy. That's the weirdo side. I don't think that's all of them, y'all. That's the weirdo side. Hey, Goon said, courtside Toni, they only come around when WNBA season about to start. Hey, I need them to come around all the time, all the time. Them folks crazy. I subbed. You subbed? All right. Hey, we got a sub in the building. We got a sub in the building. Hey, become a member too. Don't hate. Be a member. Look, for those that just subbed, Thank you. I appreciate you. It say Kennedy thrives on embarrassing top defenders like Raven Johnson. Respectfully. Hey, Johnson, you own us something. These grown-ass women right now, Raven is ready. Raven is playing at a high IQ. But the question is, will she be ready for a player like Kennedy? I say, hey, answer the question. Ball Queen said, we don't only root for CC. That's a very loud monitor. Who do that? Name been Kelsey, the ball out queen since season 1. If they talk about not just you, Kelsey, they talk about what they heard earlier. Somebody was saying they went to a channel earlier, and that's what they saw. All right, here we go. This answered my question. I asked, who do you all see mid-season? Where do you see everybody being placed? It says ATL first, Chicago last. Chicago last. Joking. I see top 5 teams halfway will be Liberty, Vegas, Atlanta, Fever. I will put Phoenix. I will put Phoenix if they sign someone else. Valks honorable mention. Mm. Mm. Yeah. That's a good number. That's a good pick. Those are good teams. I see all of those teams contended. So you all don't see the pieces that Dallas brought in gives them some type of hope. Kennedy is her, but Raven is the seatbelt champ. Okay, so she's going to have to take the seatbelt name from Dejanay Carrington because according to Skylar Diggins, she is with the seatbelt queen and they're going to have to put the seatbelt queen on lock. They're going to have to put everybody on notice with the seatbelt queen. So does that name stay with Dejanay Carrington or do we change that and give that name? Does Raven take that name from Dejanay Carrington? Because that's your defensive queen right there. Chicago Sky making the playoffs. Stamp it. With who they have, yes, it's a possibility that they can make it. It's how well the chemistry gonna balance out. I think I see Chicago Sky being like Seattle Storm was last season, making it, but how far they get is going to be another question. Loose ball, I got it. Don't like KP. That means she's good, though. That means she's good, though. Based because they compare her to yeah, they shouldn't do that comparison. I don't like that comparison. Dallas in the middle. You think Dallas in the middle? All right. Let's not forget Raven is now in the pros. Yeah, we ain't gonna forget. Yeah, she's now in the pros. And she's ready to put that defense on anybody. I'll take that lightly. Let's see if she gets that. It's a different level of talent in the W. Absolutely. That's what I've been saying. We got to think like a lot of these players, what they did in college sometimes will not translate fully in the W right away. It will, but over time, because they have to adjust to the caliber of play, the physicality of the game. Skylar was getting cooked last year by Courtney from Minnesota. Raven will be fine. Yeah, she'll be fine. I don't see her. I don't see her not being fine. I think Raven is ready. Let me tell y'all something. Let's not sleep on Cody McMahon. Cody McMahon is on the team where Cody McMahon is going to do some things. I'm just looking at the rookies, and we're going to do another show about just the rookies alone. I'm going to put up a show later, but it's going to be one that I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do I'm going to do a pre-show, and I'm going to send it out. And then you guys, please go in and take a look at that show and hit the like button up. Tell me what you think about it. Comment on there. I'm just like, now I'm starting to feel a little bit dizzy a little bit because I've had a headache all day. It was massive this morning. And I'm going to probably get ready to get off here in a sec. What's up, AC Chi-Town? AC Chi-Town said Odyssey Sims is down with Dallas. What? They signed her? Did they sign her? Let me go look. Let me hit the touch-ups. Let me see what's the touch-ups. If she's with Dallas, she's at home, y'all. Her family get to go see her. She was with Dallas before. It was one of those things where Odyssey Sims, you had Odyssey Sims and Enrique Odyssey Sims to sign with the Wings. Hey, 10 minutes ago. Heck yeah. I hate it for ATL. I wanted ATL to sign her back, man. But nevertheless, I'm glad that she's in a dub. Man, ooh-wee. These teams are firing it up. 10 minutes ago, Odyssey Sims, my girl, Keisha, big girl, we gotta get tickets. And whoever else in the Dallas area, let's get tickets. Let's meet up. Let's get to the games, y'all. Let's get to the game. Let's get to the game. Odyssey Sims. Yeah. I just talked about Odyssey. I was hoping somebody picked her up. Hey, Odyssey is from that area. Odyssey is at home. Odyssey gonna be comfortable. Odyssey gonna rock the house. Now, how do you fill that in? You got Odyssey. You got Enrique. You got Paige. You just brought in Ezzy. You got Isaiah. Whoo! It's heating up, y'all. It's heating up. It's heating up. Seatbelt of the SEC not yet ready for that in the WNBA. Maybe take the region from DJ, take from DJ Carrington down the line. Yeah. But y'all understand, Chennedy Carter is also lockdown defender. She can, her offense spells a lot, but her defense is something to recognize as well. Why can't DJ have a long-term team? She basically a journeyman and a top defender. Well, you got to remember, Connecticut Suns, before that, she was injured. Connecticut Suns traded off players because they were doing a rebuild. She went to Dallas, but once she got to Dallas, she just wasn't getting what she needed. She also ended up slightly injured. Then she got picked up with Minnesota Lynx. I thought Lynx was a good fit for her, but it was also a struggle because you had the stud buds and you had her, and how were you going to kind of maneuver them all around, along with McBride? Then this year, there was no need to really sign her back because it's a rebuild and she needs to be on a team where she can play. So then you pick her up at Chicago Sky, which is a place that there were in some type of talks before last year about her coming to Sky, but Sky just didn't do it. Jeff didn't do it. I think Jeff didn't do it because he just wanted the team to end up falling the way they fell, so he could then have this season to pick up those players that he wanted. In the meantime, it gave him an opportunity to get rid of Angel because Angel was not his pick. Angel was teaspoon pick. Jeff could sit there and tell that lie that it was his pick, but the moves he make and everything spells that she was not his pick. Yes, Natasha Cloud. We're still waiting to see who Natasha Cloud signs with. She was with Phoenix before and they let her go. They told her she was going to be there and they lied to her and they let her go. But they need somebody because they got rid of Satu. I mean, Satu is with New York now. She refused to go back. So they need to get Natasha back. You don't have to worry about, you get Natasha Cloud back, you don't have to worry about AT playing a whole lot of point forward and being the main ball handler. Raven will do well in the WNBA because she's battle tested by but she ain't ready for Chennedy Carter. Yeah, she's been battle tested, so she's ready. We'll see how it goes. She has to first be on the floor to say if she's ready for Chennedy or not. There are levels in this, that's for sure. Congrats, Odyssey Sims. She made her case last year. Odyssey is a lifelong journeyman, but she never stays without a job long. She never stays with a job long because she's consistent. Well, Odyssey Sims just want to play. And when you bring her to a team, I'm going to tell you, and I know Odyssey Sims, right? Odyssey Sims is one of those players that she's with Dallas. A lot of them did a whole lot of this. And then before you know it, she was off the team. Then Dallas brought her back. Then she was traded. Then she went to 2 other teams since then. Then she ended up with Indiana Fever. When Odyssey took that stint break from where she was with LA, from Dream, I think she went to Dream, then she went to LA. When she took that long stint from from LA, we were hoping, Angel was hoping that Jeff would go ahead and pull her to Chicago, but instead, he went with Uzan instead of getting Odyssey. You do that, Odyssey then end up with the Fever. And that was the best place for her. I think that was better for her. Y'all, God makes no mistakes. So it was meant for her to go to the Fever, for her to end up with a steady job this year. I think that she would do well. She'll fit in. And with the new coach, the coach that they have now, Odyssey will be fine. Congrats to Sims for sure. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of Sims and do an interview with Sims. Yep, thank goodness. Yeah, Miss MSL, yes. They just said it. Yes, I'm so happy for Sims. What's going on, Jacob? You in the building, nephew? I see you. Big girl. Yeah, we got to get them tickets, big girl. We got to get some tickets. Especially if I can't get no ATL tickets, because good God, them tickets shot up like nobody's business. Once Odyssey Sims find out Paige worse than Kelsey Plum, I'm sharing the basketball. She gonna be with that Connecticut Suns. If Houston gets, next year, Connecticut Suns become Houston Comets, it's a possibility. Yeah, I know they want. I wanted to be. I know they wanted to be Paige and Izzy, Paige and Izzy Fudd. We'll see. She's never without a job long because she's consistent, and every team she joins, she does something impactful. Absolutely, she really truly does. She's an extreme impactful player, an extreme impactful point guard. It's just killing me that now we got to see who's going to pick up Cloud, y'all. Who is going to pick up Cloud? Who do y'all think Cloud should go to if the Suns don't pull her back in? If Phoenix Suns don't pull her back in, who do you think? I hope AZ Fudd is ready for the physicality of this game. What y'all think? Y'all made some valid points in the chat. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Let me refresh. Let me refresh Underdog and see what else they got. Underdog, who else y'all got? Okay, we still just with Odyssey Sims 20 minutes ago. We still waiting on people to do their thing. Let's see. Dara Mabry has signed with Temple. We got Chennedy Carter on lockdown. Alicia Clark signs with the Wings. They get some hellified guards. They're going to end up having to let some people go, man. They're not going to be able to keep all these people. McKee signs with Mercury. We have Timmy who signs with Temple. I'm just watching the stat show. We're just keeping up. Let's see if this all things W. Let's see if somebody being stupid. Yeah, they don't have nothing new on this one here. Washington Mystics have signed Maya Hollinger. She is from Puerto Rico, so they picking up players. Who else they got? Jaylen Brown signs with Connecticut Suns. We got players that are just, man, they coming out the woodworks, man. They coming out the woodworks, y'all. Smalls signs. We have a Portland Fire announced they have signed Camilla Smalls. She used to play with Atlanta. She trains. Well, they signed her to the training camp, not actually to the team. She signed to the training camp. They also signed Tasia Aluka. Wow, there's a bunch of players signing, y'all, and there's still some players that was in the WWF that's on that's still open that hasn't signed. Nice. We got Hamilton signs back. Of course, Hamilton 3 hours ago, we know that Lasia Hamilton signs. She re-signs with New York after being let go because she was injured in Unrivaled, which is sad, but she's back. I already told y'all about Dara Mabry. Dara Mabry from Notre Dame. Of course, y'all know. I already told you she signed with Temple. We got Asia resigning. Indiana Fever announced that they signed Walker Kimbrough. I think I already talked about Walker Kimbrough. Man, go ahead, Walker. Still going. Rebecca Garner. And I'm sure somebody already talked about her. She signed with New York. Finally, Reagan Beers. Was not on the draft chop. She was on the draft chopping block. She didn't get drafted. However, she has signed with Connecticut Suns. I'm so happy to hear that. She's a traditional big, y'all. I moved y'all over here, so if y'all see me look over there, that's because I can look at you here. She's a traditional big, and so traditional bigs. Remember, you got Audie Crooks, who's also a traditional big that is going to be a senior next year for college for NCAA, who has to put herself and get herself in great shape. It's not good to be a senior and transfer as a big like that. Let's hope that the team she went to gives her the caliber style of play that she wants. But Reagan Beard was not drafted. However, as of 7 hours ago, the 7'4" traditional big was signed with Connecticut Suns. Han XU. She's you. She's reportedly signed. She's 6'11". 6'11". 6'11" has signed with New York Liberty. USC finally picked up someone from the portal. Who they picked up? I'm gonna talk about NCAA portals, not on my one segment that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another piece on Kennedy. It's gonna be after this, because I just wanted to bring to you why I'm glad that she's there. And I actually pretty much almost gave y'all that, so I may not even do that segment after all, because we've already talked about it. Yeah, this girl is 6'11". 6'11" center has signed with New York 8 hours ago. Her name is Han. It's AHN, last name XU. Has signed with New York. God dog. A lot of people getting signed, y'all. Las Vegas Sparks announced they have signed undrafted 6'2" forward Ziegler. That's another player that they picked up from Louisville. Laura Ziegler was picked up from Louisville to Los Angeles Sparks, as well as Korean standout Juwan Park. Huzan Park. She got picked up. Man, it's a lot of players. It's crazy. We had some other players that was undrafted, which was Kara Dunn from USC, Jordan Garzon from Maryland, and Shai Cizik from Indiana. They've all signed. They've all signed. Let's see, it says USC guard signed with rookie on a rookie scale contract with Phoenix Mercury. Ziegler, Indiana, 6'3" guard. Yana goes on Maryland, and 5'11" come. They all signed with Phoenix. So Phoenix picking up people. We already know Alicia Clark is going to Dallas. That's a lot of guards, man. My thing is, who is Dallas going to let go? They went and picked up everybody. I'm picking up some channels here, y'all. There's a lot of players getting picked up. But it's about time for me to get up out of here. It's about time for me to get up out the building, y'all. It's just about that time. It's just about that time. Let's see, Jalen. Jalen Sherrill. Where'd she go? I don't know where she went. That's a good question. Thank you, ADP. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I appreciate you. But it is the top of that hour. Who's 6'11"? Hey, that's a girl from China. She big. She's 6'11". I know y'all saw her. She played against Camilla couldn't get around that girl. Y'all hit the like button, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. With that, y'all, Chennedy Carter stepping into camp, y'all, with Las Vegas Aces. She's stepping into camp with Las Vegas Aces. This isn't just about making a roster. This is about her reputation, her redemption, and proving that she still belongs. She still belongs here in the W. She still belongs and is a part of at the highest level. Just standing out, doing her thing is important. This just isn't about the roster, y'all. This is about her reputation. This is about redemption. We got to give it to her. It's to prove she belongs here, y'all. And we all know that she belongs here, but it's for her to make the coaches of the W, the GMs of the W, the commissioner of the W understand that she belongs and she should not have been kicked out. However, you know, she has to be talked to and have an understanding. But again, this is Kennedy's fourth chance, y'all. Number 4. She got to make it happen. And for the Aces, this is a classic low risk, high reward move. This is a high risk, low class move for her. If it works, you about to see some dynamics that you have never seen in a long time in the W. To add another weapon like her to a championship caliber squad, if this doesn't move you, I don't know what will. But don't overlook. I'm telling you, don't overlook it. Don't overlook the achievement of these other teams. But again, to add someone of her caliber to a championship team only improves and enhances what Las Vegas already have. I'll be watching closely, and I know y'all will too. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you enjoyed this show and what we talked about Chennedy Carter and the impact that she's going to make, should she make it past this camp, go ahead and make sure you sub up to this channel. You know, also do me a favor, become a member. Don't be afraid to become a member. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and hit that membership because we up. I think teams are making moves, astonishing moves. And remember, although we had this open season and players have been able to go where they want, remember, you still have mid-year trades should you need to trade somebody. It's what the teams are going to give up, what they're willing to give up, and how deep they're willing to go. Money is money. But remember, the teams have to be able to suspend the dollars that they need to suspend for any trades that they get moving forward. With that, y'all, thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for coming to hear my take. Thank you for being a great audience in the chat. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Please, if you have not hit the like button, hit that like button before you head on out the door. And with that, guys, I will catch you on the next rebound.